Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have some fresh updates about Sheikh Hamdan and his family that I know you won't want to miss. In my last video, I shared the news about Sheikh Hamdan's current girlfriend, Shama, and the recent loss of her aunt. This event profoundly impacted Sheikh Hamdan, who initially intended to attend the funeral in Dubai. However, his ex-wife's reaction made him reconsider, and Shama also suggested he remain with his children. If you haven't watched that video yet, be sure to check it out after this one for all the details. Sheikh Hamdan has been feeling quite disappointed and frustrated lately, and it's largely due to his ex-wife, Hadia. He feels that Hadia has been acting selfishly. She's often controlling and harsh with her words, making their interactions difficult. On the 8th of September, Hadia called Sheikh Hamdan and asked, "Are you going back to Dubai to attend the funeral?" Sheikh Hamdan simply replied, "No." It seemed like Hadia felt a sense of happiness or relief from his response, but the conversation did not end there. Hadia then shifted the discussion to a different, more personal territory that felt like an attack on Sheikh Hamdan. She often uses these opportunities to humiliate him, and this time was no different. She brought up past accusations, claiming he cheated on her with Sheikh Thani, and hinted that he was not loyal during their marriage. These were words that struck a nerve, leaving Sheikh Hamdan feeling once again humiliated and misunderstood. Feeling the sting of her accusations, Sheikh Hamdan replied, "You never understand me." To this, Hadia shot back, "You are the one who doesn't understand me." The conversation reached a deadlock, with nothing more left to be said, and Sheikh Hamdan decided to end the call. This exchange left Sheikh Hamdan deeply saddened and emotionally drained. In search of peace, he decided to go somewhere alone to clear his mind. He knew this wasn't the right time to burden Shama with his problems, especially while she was still grieving her aunt's passing. Sheikh Hamdan chose a place where he could find solace and reflect on the situation. While he was there, he expressed his emotions through poetry, a medium he often uses to communicate his innermost thoughts. He posted this poem on Instagram, sharing his pain and confusion with his followers. If you haven't seen the poem or its translation yet, please watch my previous video where I discuss it in detail. Despite the emotional turmoil he was going through, Sheikh Hamdan refrained from calling Shama, not wanting to add to her distress. However, Shama saw his poem on Instagram and immediately called him. Concerned, she asked, "Is everything okay?" Sheikh Hamdan then opened up about how Hadia often humiliates him by bringing up past incidents and explained his current sadness. Shama listened attentively and then took a deep breath before saying, "The reason I sent you there was because I thought it would help you clear your mind, but I never thought she would humiliate you like this. I believed she would understand the situation. If you think you want to come back, come to Dubai, we can have a talk, but what about the kids?" Sheikh Hamdan replied, "I'm coming back right now and they are coming back with me. The trip is over." Shama agreed. "Okay, let's meet and talk." That same day, Sheikh Hamdan returned to Dubai. He went straight to Shama's house to offer his condolences. It was already evening by the time he arrived. They sat down with a cup of coffee. Shama looked visibly tired, but remained focused on what Sheikh Hamdan was saying. He confessed that he was waiting for Hadia's final decision and admitted that he couldn't stop thinking about it. It constantly worried him. Sensing his turmoil, Shama offered her support. "Focus on the gym, your favorite activities, and politics. Message me anytime. You can even call me in the middle of the night. Don't think I'm too tired. I know you're thinking that even now." Sheikh Hamdan smiled, appreciating her understanding, and replied, "You know me well." After this heart-to-heart conversation, Sheikh Hamdan returned home, feeling somewhat relieved. He decided to immerse himself in his daily routines to distract his mind from the emotional turmoil. On the 10th of September, Sheikh Hamdan resumed his normal activities. He went to the gym, as he usually does, and then engaged in one of his favorite hobbies, which he also shared on Instagram. It seemed he was trying to find comfort in the familiar, in the things that brought him joy and peace. Later that evening, he attended a political meeting, demonstrating his commitment to his duties despite his personal struggles. After the meeting, he met with his father. During their conversation, Sheikh Hamdan admitted that he hadn't had a chance to meet Sheikh Athani and seek forgiveness from her. His father looked disappointed, but chose not to say anything. "So, what do you think will happen next?" Will Hadia give a final answer to Sheikh Hamdan? If not, what will this mean for their relationship? If she does, will she choose to leave him? Or will she decide to keep things as they are? The future remains uncertain, and I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. That's all the latest information on Sheikh Hamdan and his family for now. I hope you found something intriguing in today's video. If you enjoy my content, Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon below so you won't miss any of my future updates. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.